Who do you say is the Trojan horse? By looking at the title here, you see I'm calling Nikki Haley out to be the Trojan horse. A lot of people constantly send me messages, Will, Vivek is a Trojan horse. Vivek is a Trojan horse. And I was never buying it. Like I was saying in my opening monologue, they put that out there, right? They put that out there to get you to not pay attention or to get you to reject Ramaswamy Vivek. And he's been the only one out of all of them on the debate stage supporting President Trump. Even now that he's not going to be on the next debate stage, he is still supporting President Trump. What does he have to gain now? He's done. What does he have to gain now? So I'm asking y'all, who do y'all think? Is there anyone on here still think that Vivek is? Because look, the whole establishment, this whole thing, they're very good at manipulating people by the masses. And they got it pushed out there. Oh, Vivek is a Trojan horse. Can't trust him, can't trust him, can't trust him. Same thing they did with Elon Musk. And I was asking the question, why do I even need to trust Elon Musk? If I don't want to get on the platform, I just don't get on it. There's many people watching right now. You get on Rumble, but you will never get on X. I get it. So why do we need to trust him? Vivek is done. He's still supporting President Trump. Now go to this video with Nikki Haley. She's going to straight up tell you these liberal talking points. Our southern border is being bombarded with terrorists, illegals, and 95% of the people crossing the southern border are men of the fighting age. And just December alone, last year, they said it was over 300,000 people crossed the southern border. She's also wanting to pour money into Ukraine. But, Vivek, he's the Trojan horse? Watch this.
But let's keep in mind, these people that are wanting to come here, they want to come for a better life too. They have kids too. They have a heart too. So we don't need to be disrespectful. We don't need to talk about them as criminals. They're not. They're families that want a better life, and they're desperate to get here.
I need a screeching, road sound like a car. Hold up. What do you mean? They're not criminals. They broke the law. They've broken the law. Crossing into the border, into the United States of America illegally is literally breaking the law. And she's trying to be president of the United States of America, and she doesn't even know the law? Maybe we should ask her what started the Civil War. I mean, this woman is off her rockers.
And by the way, Trump called her out on that video. He basically said she was a total hypocrite because she actually had very strict immigration laws when she was governor of South Carolina. But you know what? This just further proves that she's compromised, because she literally points out the same talking points that these Democrats have every single day. And she sits there and goes, oh, these people, they're just like they say with Hunter and Biden. Oh, Biden loves his son. Well, that doesn't mean you can break the law. Of course you're a human being. That doesn't mean you can break the law. Just like all these liberal cities they want to let all these people that broke our laws out of jail. Same thing she's saying she wants to do with these illegals. They're breaking the law by coming here when they don't come through the front door.
And I looked in the comments, and thank you so much for participating in my virtual poll. And people on there straight up saying that, you know what? Nikki Haley is the actual Trojan horse. Everyone, I mean, I didn't see anyone that's going. Again, Vivek, he's not going to be on the debate stage. So he's pretty much done, right? And I was talking to someone earlier, and they're still going, well, no, Vivek, he's a Trojan horse. And I'm like, exactly how? Exactly how? Let me share this with you.
I mean, to be honest with you, even Nikki Haley and DeSantis don't need to be on the debate, because Trump is going to be the candidate, period.
I agree with you 100%. Trump is the man. Trump is the man. Now, listen to this, because I want to share some of this with you. This is about all of these people that are pouring money into Nikki Haley. So for anyone who has sitting on the sidelines, sitting on the edge of the seat, sitting whatever you were sitting, thinking that, well, I don't know if Nikki Haley's the troll, Will. I just don't know.
If you're a Democratic mega donor, this is a very tough moment for you. Your candidate is going to lose. All the polls show that. Joe Biden will not be elected president if current trends continue. So you need to make a change. But there's a problem, and that problem is Joe Biden's running mate. She's half Jamaican. Therefore, she's wholly You can't criticize her, much less demote her. That's not allowed. You are stuck with Kamala Harris, and she is even more unpopular than Joe Biden. So what do? Well, if you're smart, maybe you subvert the other party. Maybe you back a Republican candidate who's actually a Democrat, whose priorities are identical to yours. And of course, they found one. Her name is Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is a liberal. She is all in on the 4 tenets of neoliberalism, which are white guilt, a finance-based economy, mass immigration, and endless neocon wars. Strip away all the outward characteristics, and Nikki Haley is identical in her priorities to Joe Biden and the people who back Joe Biden. Watch this tape. This is from last month. Nikki Haley explaining with a straight face that actually Vladimir Putin was behind the October 7th attacks in Israel.
Remember when I told you Putin hit rock bottom? Hamas invaded Israel and did all that brutality on October 7th. October 7th is Putin's birthday. Who's the happiest person in the world right now? Putin. Why? Because the U.S. and the West took all their eyes off of Ukraine, and what did we do? Started looking at Israel. Did Putin call Netanyahu? Nope, not for 10 days. You know who he did call? Hamas. They came the next day and they held hands and said they were friends. We now know the Russian intelligence is what helped Hamas know how to get through that barrier. See the connection. If we supported Ukraine and supported Israel, that's only 5% of our defense budget.
See, Putin and Ukraine are actually integrally connected to Hamas and Israel, and we need to spend all of our attention and all of our money on those matters rather than on our own country, which is degrading faster than most people can even keep track of. Well, that's completely insane, of course, but it's also something that Joe Biden might say were he capable of speaking that lucidly, and it's certainly something that Joe Biden's biggest donors agree with, which is why many of them are now backing Nikki Haley. See how this works? Vivek Ramaswamy does.
Let me stop it real quick because Vivek, he's going to actually make a statement. But I want to tell you about some of these billionaires that are supporting Nikki Haley. Billionaire Democrats. Okay, there's a billionaire, I guess the billionaire LinkedIn co-founder, a Democrat donor. Reid Hoffman gave over $250,000. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon gave money to Nikki Haley, Democrat. New Hampshire billionaire Frank Lukin gave money to Nikki Haley, another billionaire. Billionaire Charles Koch gave money to Nikki Haley. Citadel Hedge Fund founder Ken Griffin gave money to Nikki Haley. Not giving money to anybody else now, mind you. Just Nikki Haley. Because they think Nikki Haley is the one that can beat Trump. And then even also the co-founder of Home Depot, Ken Langan, gave money to Nikki Haley. They poured all this money. They're pouring all this money into Nikki Haley. They're pouring millions and millions of dollars in Nikki Haley. So why didn't they pour this money into Vivek Ramaswamy? Why not? Right? If Vivek Ramaswamy was supposed to be the Trojan horse that the Democrats are putting in there, why wouldn't they pour money into him? Isn't that the whole point? You know, because think about it. Democrats get inside the Trojan horse, present it to Republicans like, oh, this is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want. And then the Trojan horse comes in and then bam, right? They didn't do that at all with Vivek. So I wasn't buying that from day one when they were out there pushing it. Do you understand that? And now look, I'm not trying to come down on people that were like, oh yeah, I thought Vivek was, I thought he was. I was reading into it from day one. I truly believe that Vivek Ramaswamy, being that he's not perfect, but he is genuine. He is genuine. When we come back from this break, I'm going to show you what he had to say. You're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to miss it.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.